Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Academia School Simulator. I certainly hope you're having a wonderful day, because I'm certainly excited to be jumping in to a game I've had my eye on for quite some time indeed. If you're interested in something that's a bit like Prison Architect, then this game might very well be for you. It is very similar, both in terms of art style and in terms of the way the management works, and to some of you, school may very well be prison, so there you go, there's another similarity between the two. I have put maybe 30 minutes into this in sandbox mode. I have not yet touched the standard mode yet, so today we are gonna do that. Let's get started. Before we get to the school, though, we need to go ahead and customize the school. We are going to go with Conflict County. So it's Conflict County High School. The motto is going to be that, which I believe is Latin for like this video. I think it's like please hit like is what that's Latin for. So there you go. That's what that is. And then the primary color is going to be orange. The orange and blue isn't actually bad. Orange and orange isn't terrible. Orange and yellow. I'm kind of liking the orange and blue. Orange and green isn't terrible either. The purple's kind of nice, but I'm kind of liking the blue for some reason. I think we'll go with that. I definitely think that kind of works. So, what are the symbols going to be? Well, top left is going to be... Let's see what we can do. I think we'll go for the music note. I think we'll go for parchment. I think we'll have pi in the bottom left. And then I think we'll have... something else. What can we go for? I think we could go for the atom right there. Although I kind of want to change the music note, or sorry, the parchment out for, I believe there is a moon in here as well, somewhere. There it is, the moon. I think that looks nice. So let's go ahead and just jump right in. Doesn't take long to load at all, and we begin with a grant. So these are all the unlockable grants at the moment. We'll get to those. Right now, we need to do basic education. So we need to build an office, hire a principal, build a freshman classroom, assign a teacher to that classroom, build a kitchen, build a cafeteria, and hire 3 cooks. So let's begin over here a little bit. And let's go to blueprints and start planning things. So the entrance to the school... Actually, we'll build the entrance in a second. Let's do the office first. So the principal's office is going to pretty much be front and center, right about there. And I think that'll be fine. We can go ahead and put the door for the principal's office just there, I suppose. And that'll be fine. And then the entrance to the school, I'm actually kind of liking the idea of, I just did object outlines instead of wall outlines. Let's just fix that real quick. There we go. So those are going to be wall outlines. Then I think the entrance to the school is actually going to be right there. And what we can do is say that the kitchen can go right about here. We'll make that kind of a sizable room, something a bit like that, with the door going onto that end of it. So that should be perfectly fine. The cafeteria could technically go just there as well. So we'll do something like 11 that way, and 11 there as well. We'll come across like that, and then that's going to be our cafeteria. We are going to go for double doors on that. So let's just double up some doors there. And then we need some classrooms. So let's go to wall outline again. And let's say that our corridors are going to be 4 tiles wide. So we'll go 1 by 7 that way and 1 by 7 that way. This is actually going to be 8 across. This is going to be 8 in that direction as well. And that gives us an 8 by 8 square in the middle of that classroom, which is perfectly fine. Let's get another door outline there. Then object outlines. So classrooms need specific objects. Same with the cafeteria, the kitchen, and the principal's office. I know for a fact classrooms need a chalkboard, which goes like that. Then a bunch of chairs as well. So we're going to do this, giving us 20 students per classroom. The teacher is also going to need a desk. We'll get to that. But what I think we'll do is actually extend the cafeteria a little bit. Just because we can, just because I want to bring it up to being the same height as the classroom there. Then over here, we have our deliveries area. I kind of want to change that up a little bit. So what I'm thinking we do there is we do... Well, we can't actually do anything there until we erase that. So if we go to build real quick and say demolish, we can demolish all of that, which is fine. But I also want to remove the delivery zone completely. And I'm going to move it over here pretty much as a temporary thing. So deliveries is going to go there instead. You guys can go ahead and get to work on demolishing all of that for me, which is going to give me a little bit of money, which isn't the worst thing in the world. And we'll go back to blueprints and get the wall outlines done. So there are different types of rooms, like I mentioned. We'll just pause the game whilst we're doing the planning again. So in here's all the zones. We have cafeteria, we have kitchen. We can actually do all of these right away. So classroom, we need a freshman classroom there. The principal's office is there. The kitchen is going to be there. The cafeteria is going to be there. And then what I want to do is I actually want to get a... Let's see here. I think the faculty room could be interesting. That's pretty much where... I think that's pretty much just where the staff go when they're not doing anything. It's not strictly a staff room, but it will certainly do the job. So we'll do something like this for the faculty room. I think that'll be fine. Then if we go to blueprints again, we can go to wall outlines and just, you know, do this kind of thing here. With a door maybe going just about there for the faculty room. I do want to get space for a janitor, and I do want to get space for the workers as well. So I think what I'm going to do is go 1, 2, and then leave a gap like that. The problem is we can't actually space this evenly, so maybe what we do instead is a couple of really long rooms like that. No, we can't do that because the janitors need good space. Never mind, we'll come back to this idea. That's just going to be a second classroom at some point, I think. Which is not the worst thing in the world, but we really do need to figure out where... So the workers don't need a huge space, janitors do. So maybe we do the janitor room here and then build some classrooms up this way. That might not be a terrible idea. Let's give that a shot. So this is going to have to be a little room here. Something a bit like that should be okay. I don't really know what that tiny little space is going to be. But a door there and a door there aren't going to hurt. Then if we go to zones, we can maybe say the janitor's room is there. And it needs kitchen sink, table, chair. It needs to be indoors. And my voice is apparently not holding up at all right now. Which is great. And then the workers don't really need anything. And I guess if we don't have that many of them, that tiny little room will be fine. So that should be all right. That's kind of my plan for the initial school, which I don't think is terrible. I do want to check this though. So office, principal, classroom, kitchen, cafeteria. Yeah, that's everything. So construction can begin kind of shortly. We're going to get it done in just a second. I think I will go to wall outlines and just finish off these bits. And I think I will maybe put a door over there as well. But this should be fine. We do probably want to begin construction. So let's go ahead and say that we want... Well, what kind of walls do we want? So 100 for the blue one. Bricks are 100. It seems all the walls are actually the same price. Which is, I suppose, okay. We can do fences as well. We can do tiles. I don't really know why I would necessarily want to do different colored walls, because technically speaking, it is the entire wall that's going to be that color. But the blue ones aren't bad. I think maybe a blue wall for the cafeteria there. And then a blue wall for the classrooms. I think the blue wall on the inside is going to look kind of nice. So we'll do that kind of thing. This can technically be a blue wall as well. I think we'll just try and do all the interior walls as these blue ones. and we'll see how that goes. So technically speaking, that needs to be blue, and that needs to be blue as well. Then these outer walls, I kind of want those to be brick. I think the outer walls being brick will look really, really good. So let's just go ahead and just do all of this. The workers' quarters, I realize, are technically on the outside of the building. They're just going to have to stay like that for the time being. There's not really anything I want to do about that just yet. So we'll do that. We'll go to doors. We want a double door there. We want a double door there as well. We probably want a staff door on the kitchen, on the office, on the faculty room, on the janitor's room, and the workers' quarters, with a regular door on the classroom. And then possibly a double door over there as well. So that should be fine. We might want some floors on this. I don't think that would hurt. I think some wooden floors for the hallways. That's how expensive are they actually? Wooden floors 20 versus 15 for carpets. Kitchen tiles are quite cheap as well. So we'll do the kitchen tiles to start with. We don't actually have a bathroom. Do we need one? No, we don't actually need a bathroom yet. So that's an interesting little thing to note, but not the worst thing in the world. So concrete tiles are very cheap as well. I think I am going to do bathroom tiles in the cafeteria. Just, it's a bit cheaper and it's a bit cleaner looking. I think we can maybe go for just some gray carpet in the, maybe in there. Let's go for teal carpets in the freshman classroom. And then let's go for, the marble is apparently free. That's interesting. That's particularly interesting that those are apparently free. I guess those are technically outdoor, aren't they? I guess we could do this, and we could do this as well. So that's the two entrances to the school. I do think the hallway is going to be wood. It is a bit more expensive, but I think it'll be for the best. So we'll do that kind of thing. Then the faculty spaces are going to be red carpet for the principal's office. Then blue carpet for the faculty room itself. So we are doing okay with money. We still have a lot of things that we need to place, but that's fine. We can go into objects. We can go to admin table, which I think is for the principal's office. And I think it just fits in there. Good Lord. I think it's going to go there. It needs a filing cabinet and a fax machine as well. Good Lord. Filing cabinet can go there. Fax machine can go there. A little bit of a cramped room, let's be real here, but that should be okay. Office table, chair, file cabinet, indoors. So filing cabinet can go, let's see, there, I suppose. Let's see, faculty, office table can go there, there, and there. With chairs in that spot, and that spot. So that'll be the faculty room. The janitors need a kitchen sink, which is going to go there. They need a table as well, and they are going to need some chairs for the table. So that'll be them sorted. Did we actually put a floor in there? I feel like I didn't. Let me just go back to building for a second, go to floors, and we'll say that gray carpet for the janitor's room should be fine. And I think the same for the workers' quarters too. So that'll be fine. Back to objects, we are gonna need student chairs in here. Unfortunately, I can't click and drag to place these, which is a little bit annoying, I'm gonna be honest, but whatever. We can just place all of the student chairs. We need a chalkboard. We need an office table, and we need a chair. Then the kitchen. I love that everything's laid out so nicely down here. I'm a really big fan of that. Kitchen sink is going to go down that end with a refrigerator going, let's see, there perhaps? Perhaps there? I think a fridge there and a fridge there won't hurt with a stove. Just there and there. So we need 3 cooks. We can do that shortly. Cafeteria. is going to need a few things. So we are going to need a food counter, which I guess goes like this. I think we'll do a food counter there. We can do a plate counter. Let's see, there. And then maybe a vending machine as well, just down there. And then we get the tables. So the tables are the fun part. These can go, they can actually go central, which is nice. So we'll get a couple of those in, just like that, with some benches on each of them like that. And that should work perfectly for the canteen. I think that's everywhere. Workers' quarters don't need anything. So other than employees, we are fine. Let's go ahead and get this built. It's going to take a little while because we only have 5 workers, but I'm actually kind of excited about this. We're actually going to be, you know, getting our school up and running. It only took me 15 minutes to put this together, which isn't terrible. I think this is the most planning I've ever done in this kind of game, which I'm kind of okay with. The big question is whether or not I can actually hire people in a reasonable way, because we can go to staff. Principal is going to be $5,000. I don't think I want to do that until we actually have the school finished, though, in terms of construction. So once the offices are up and running, once the actual construction's done, we can go ahead and get the principal. Did we do carpet in there? I think we did. Basically, everything's going to take a little while to do here. But we're slowly getting there. The walls are very, very nearly done. I think the walls are actually done at this point. The doors are going in. We've got the floors going into the kitchen as well. Yeah, this place is going to look great. I don't know how efficient it's necessarily going to be. And considering we only have 1 classroom, I don't know how much money we're necessarily going to make. But I'm curious to find out. I'm also somewhat aware that it is getting a little bit on in the day, and these guys will go home eventually, because they're not going to work all night. Every member of staff eventually goes home. I am thinking, though, that maybe erasing the blueprints could be an idea there, just to make things a little bit neater. And I'm also thinking that we really do need to get the... Oh, what do you guys do? Oh, you're doing the tiled floors. That's fine. I was a little bit worried that we're doing something else there. If I look at this and go to... Is there any way to move the dumpster there? Trash dumpster, dismantle, clinic, classroom, faculty, janitor, kitchen, library, office, toilet, all. Can I scroll through these? Trash dumpster there, trash can there. So we probably do want some trash cans. They're $5 as well. So I think there and there, and there and there, and also coming out of the cafeteria. And possibly also, you know, in the cafeteria as well as possibly in the classroom as well. We'll get a few of those. Trash dumpster, I kind of want to move the garbage, to be honest. So let's go to zones. Let's go to garbage and say it can go over there. It's going to be a 10 by 10 space, I suppose. Back to objects, into trash dumpster, and it can go up there, I suppose. And then we can go ahead and say that this garbage zone is going to be going away, and the dumpster as well is going to be dismantled. So that should be fine. We've got the wood floors in the hallway going in as well. Bit of money back from that dumpster, and the garbage truck coming in there to do its thing. All right. We're very close. We're super close here. I'm pretty sure these guys might go home at 5, though. Do they go home at 5? Yeah, so they're going home at 5 o'clock. I guess we'll finish construction tomorrow. I could hire more of them. That is a thing. Like, I can go in and hire more workers, but there's 600 each, you know? And I don't know. I really don't know if I want to spend the money getting more workers. I just don't think we need it. You know? We're losing a little bit of money every day. I assume that's... Yeah, so workers are... Yeah, that's 185 for the workers at the minute. That's really not that much. It's just that it's that upfront cost, you know? It's that upfront cost that is gonna, well, cost us the most. And that's kind of what I want to avoid. So what are you doing? Have you done the table there? So the table's done. We can actually go ahead and get the principal. So the principal's going to go there. Obviously expensive, but that's fine. The workers' quarters are done. The janitor room is done. We don't actually need a janitor, just as an FYI. That isn't a thing we need to concern ourselves with. But we can get one if we happen to want one. Now, the classroom's done there as well. We can go and get a teacher. Now, teachers are interesting. You, for example, want 300 per day, and you're kind of expensive up front, but you're pretty good at what you do. You want 312 per day because you're better. You want 368. You want 243, but you're not very good. You're not good at PE, but you want 250 per day. I think we're going to start with you, 250 versus 312. Is anyone cheaper? Like, is anyone below 200 here? 225, 225, 231, 225, 318. Signing bonus as well. Like, you've got a doctorate, you've got a master's, you've got a bachelor's. You've got a... I mean, you're incredible, but you're expensive. That's the problem here. We need to work this out. I think we're going to have to go with someone that's a little cheaper. 250 per day is fine. You are hired. So congratulations. We should have a look at the to-do list here. So we need to hire 3 cooks. 1, 2, 3. And there we go. We got 5,000 back because we just got that grant done. So let's see. What have we got? Build a library, build a computer lab, maybe. Reach 50 students, maybe. Build some toilets, again, maybe. Let's see here. Hire 4 janitors. We can do that because we have a janitor's room. Let's see here. Build a sophomore classroom, assign a teacher. This is build a faculty room, which I assume I can't sign until I've done this. But I'd like to sign that because we've already done that. But canceling this, yeah, we need to hire 4 janitors. I should have thought about this because we don't need 4 janitors, but I guess I can hire them then fire them. 37 per day as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's done. Then that's done as well. So that's fine. What we can actually do is say that the janitors, we can start the school year. Yeah, we'll do that shortly. We can actually say that the janitors have routing here. So we're going to say that a janitor is going to just go around the cafeteria. And then is going to complete their route there and go back. So we're going to have one janitor do that. And then I want another janitor just going around the hallway. And then maybe, you know, going back on that there. So we'll have a couple of janitors doing that. That'll keep the hallways nice and clean. The classroom could maybe be cleaned up a little bit as well. But I don't know if we need to do that. Let's just say that we'll have, I don't know, 2 on that one. And I can't actually, there we go, 2 on that one. So that'll get those guys doing some cleaning, which is fine. But what we need to do at this point, I believe, is actually look at this. So transferee admissions. We can bring in, I believe it was 20. So we can do that, and then we can start the school year. And we should have 20 students come into this classroom. And we should find ourselves making some money.